Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Off the play fake, Winston. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. On play action, Winston. Got a man, it's Higbee complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The Seahawks still looking for that first win, 0-6 to start the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well because this is a club.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Running right, here's Walker. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Mariota. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive to either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Myers' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season, but they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe it. This is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I know I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew, so plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Winston. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Caught out left side by Robinson. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it with Akers. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Going right back to Akers to about the 35, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, Winston. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Winston now from the 50. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. Jameis to throw it. Akers back-to-back catches. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Jameis again. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Winston on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The throw over the middle taken in. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Penny, the first down carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Mariota. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the field.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota being chased out left. And he's going to go down again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action now. Winston. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It got his man complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Winston. And his throw here is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Winston. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sets him up nicely, 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 2nd and goal, Winston. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. And I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
He's got him in, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half here, Mariota. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
He'll buy some time right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 0 turnovers in this game so far. The trend continues, but barely. Offense lucky that that one went out of bounds.
Yeah, they're very fortunate because when a game's going along like this one and neither side has turned the ball over, sometimes that first one can really flip things to their advantage in this type of a game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Third and long for Winston. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And that is caught for the 2 points. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6 and then the 2-point conversion.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Evans has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Mariota's throw into the hands of Fant. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
After the sack on first down, Mariota to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Third and long here for Mariota. And he's got it. Touchdown. Mike Evans from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Winston. That's out to the flat for Akers. He's got room past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fourth down, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Spinning away. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Mariota. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Winston. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Play fake. Winston. Man open is Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one's... And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Winston to throw for it on fourth. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Gets around him. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Third and goal, Winston. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So now fourth and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Now Winston on fourth down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A first down throw from Mariota. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Back to Walker on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. First down, Winston. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Akers is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! L.A. football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Uchenna Nwosu in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. To try again after the sack. Winston. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, a give to Penny. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing here, Mariota. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Mariota to throw it. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there at a 1st down for L.A. Play action now. Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. One last shot now for Winston. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time is run out on this ball game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. We go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Seahawks, it's a win that was long overdue as they move to 1-6 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4.